Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with this person. This could have been in the past. For others of you, it could be a current relationship. For a small portion of you, this could be somebody who you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. Okay. Wow. Big changes. Your person of interest is not really talking to you, but they have their reasons. They're trying to heal. They too feel terrible about what has happened. We have here ecstasy followed by illusion, synthesis, fear, illness, wellness, selfhood, surrender, awakening, followed by healing. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, the connection that I have with you, I feel a very intense connection on a spiritual level. This feeling that I have it's a blissful sort of feeling, but it comes from the inside. It's as if my soul is happy when I think about you. And there are certain things about you that just make my aura feel nice. Spiritually, I do feel that you and I are very much connected, and that somehow fate and destiny has brought us together. Not just by chance, but there is a reason behind it. I also feel that there are certain things that have happened, and I truly have hidden behind a veil, behind a false mask. I don't want to tell you what it is that's on my mind, that's in my heart. Certain things that I have done to you, certain things that I put you through. I now realize that I feel very embarrassed. I feel ashamed almost. And therefore, I hide behind this veil. I don't tell you what it is that I feel. I don't even communicate much. A long time ago, I felt that there was peace and harmony in this connection. But I realize there is not. Now there's this desire to create peace and harmony, to open up to you and to talk to you about what it is that has been on my mind and my heart. What have I been hiding all these years? In the shadows of these forests. What did I do? But I'm afraid. I fear that you may find out certain things about me, and you will have no respect. I feel as if I'm worthless and I'm useless. I don't have any self-esteem anymore. I have lost that ego, that pride. I do not feel important anymore. And I fear, and I stay paranoid. I have anxiety, and I feel nervous because of the things that I have said and done in this connection. This anxiety and this fear, this paranoia that exists, it actually keeps me away from you because this is how I truly feel. I don't feel confident anymore. I used to have a sense of security before, but now I don't. Ever since I did what I did in this connection, I have taken a step back and I've been hiding behind this veil, behind this false mask, not wanting to talk to you about the truth. It seems to you as if I am emotionally detached. And I'm emotionally detached because I am nervous and I'm afraid of what I've done. I'm paranoid. There's a part of me, Pisces, that wants to be with you, that wants to move on in this connection. But there are many things now that haunt me, certain things that I myself have done. So many things I have done and I have gone through. Now, I feel as though I'm drowning in a sea of sadness, where I am enveloped by depression, despair, devastation. Everything around me just weighs me down, responsibilities, burdens, restrictions, constraints, emotional trauma, and memories from the past that haunt me. These are certain things that hold me back. These are certain things that weigh me down. It's hard for me to even start talking about this with you. I want to be with you, but the things that I have done and the situation that I am in and the circumstances that surround me, it all prevents me from being with you the way that you would like me to. I also feel that in this connection, there's this desire of being independent. I see you now as somebody who is in this aura, who has moved on, single and ready to mingle. Maybe you are like this, maybe you are not, but I completely see you as somebody who has changed. This change, I know you never really wanted to change. We always wanted to stay the same. But because of the actions that I took, you reacted. And it only makes sense that you would try to be a little defensive, self-conscious. And I see now that you are very guarded. To me, it seems like you have moved on. You are now more independent, self-reliant, self-sufficient. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. All this time, while I was away, while I have been ignoring you and hiding, you have been building yourself up. To me, this does sound great, but it also is very intimidating. I also feel that in this connection, there's a sense of belonging where I feel as if I belong to you and now you belong to me. This feeling is true. It is strong. If you lead, I would follow. I have surrendered my mind, my body, and my heart to you. But how would you know? How could you know when I don't even open up to you? There's a part of me that feels this sense of awakening. I have come to this realization of who I am and what I have done. Before, I never really saw things from your point of view, but now I do. I'm putting myself into your shoes, seeing things from your lens, and I don't like what I see. I don't really like myself, Pisces. And because I don't like myself, I have isolated myself. I am now this hermit, where I have forced myself into isolation, forced myself into loneliness, so that I can contemplate my life and the things that I do, so that I can test myself to understand who I am really, to heal because of the things that have happened in the past. I now notice that they keep affecting me in this connection and in any connection. There is a sense of introspection and contemplation. And I am forcing myself into loneliness so that I can stay detached from the everyday world problems. What do I want to do? I want to be that person who can make things right. But the problem is so much has happened. And now I've realized that everything I ever did was wrong. You wonder why it is that I don't communicate with you. Why do I stay so detached? It's because I'm embarrassed. And I don't have the confidence anymore. Once upon a time long ago I did. But things have changed and I am no longer that same person. I do not have that strength, or the courage, or the wisdom. All right, Pisces. So, it does seem that your person of interest has realized what they have done. I do not see remorse here, but I see this moment in time where they now are taking things very seriously and they know they need to move on. Not from you, but from what they're stuck in. Because I do see here they're stuck in this mindset. And even if they try to release themselves from this, the circumstances around them prevent them from doing so. All right. So for those of you who are new, that spread is the current feelings and emotions. Here, with this deck, the Lover's Path Tarot. We'll be looking into certain things that may have happened in this connection where things were going fine, they were going great, but then all of a sudden something changed and it just all went downhill from there. What happened? It just fell apart. Hopefully, we'll be able to see what the reasons are behind this. Why did they do what they did? This is for those of you that may never have received any closure. Those of you that may have felt that they have decreased the amount of times they communicate. They may have faded over time. They may have simply taken you for granted or abandoned you. This is how you feel, and these are the reasons why. We have here the 6 of Coins and the 8 of Coins. The 6 of Coins talks about how at some point in time, your person of interest, and I do read these in the reverse, Pisces, they had this mentality of using wealth to manipulate others. Now, it doesn't have to be wealth. Somebody here may not be too wealthy, but it could be any sort and any form of manipulation. Manipulation is the key word here. How they were manipulating another individual. And they were giving with expectations. This is somebody who's very selfish. we have here resenting those who needed any sort of help. This person was not very generous. They were not very charitable. They did not believe that trusting in the prosperity of the universe would actually work out for them. They were very negative, and they were very selfish, and they were very materialistic. It seems now, as of this current reading, they have changed. That mindset has slightly changed. They're no longer as materialistic as they were before. It appears that now they have a little bit of more of an open mind. They're thinking out of the box, and they no longer want to be that same person that they once were. Here we also have the 8 of Coins. With the 8 of Coins, this talks about how your person of interest was avoiding work. They needed to bring talents to the next level. It suggests perhaps it's time for a vocational education, which means that whatever they were doing was not good enough. They could have done better, and so certain types of training may have been needed. Here we also have dissatisfaction with payment for the work done. Your person of interest may have put in efforts, could be, into this connection. Whether that is very, very small, which is some people do think that even if they've done a little bit, it means that they've done a lot. So it really depends. Some people may help someone out and purchase many things for them, and for them that's not even a lot. But then some people may just buy you coffee every week, or coffee once in a blue moon, and they think that they've done a lot. So it's different from each person's perspective, right? Here we have a situation where your person of interest was giving and giving. They think that they were giving and giving. And when they did give, they wanted something in return. With the 8 of Coins, I do see that whatever they were working on, they decided not to really move forward with it because they found it very discouraging. They felt dissatisfied for the efforts that they put in. They felt that they did not get much in return. Yes, so definitely your person of interest here, we're dealing with coins. It appears that they were very materialistic, and they were trying to be very practical. They were trying to be practical, but in all honesty, it does appear that their mindset was very much in the materialistic sort of level. It wasn't very emotional. It truly wasn't very realistic or practical, because love and the relationship should have been more of a selfless sort of act. Your person here was expecting things in return every single time, and that's a problem. Because then that is very much a one-sided thing. Sure, it's nice to be selfless, but it's also nice to give, right? Your person of interest here, their attitude is very much like business, barter and trade. They might have changed now because they are healing and they realize that money isn't everything, materialistic gain isn't everything. All right, we have here the Beginner's Tarot. And with this deck, I like to have a look at any sort of actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Interesting. So we have the Justice card, we have the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Cups. Wow. Hermit. This is not bad. Excellent, excellent card. You did have the Healing card in the beginning. That for me is the Hermit card as well. That's the current state. And even in the coming days, this is what this person is going to be in, this mindset. It's not bad, because with this, it talks about wisdom, right? This person actually they have an invested interest now. They are no longer that individual that once was. This is somebody who is now getting an upgrade, and they're trying to make things better. Here we have Justice. So with the Justice card, it talks about how this person does want an equal give and take. They want things to be on an equal level, equal playing field. They want this connection to have a lot of justice, in the sense that whatever they give, they do expect equal, but they also expect to give. Now, it's an equal give and take. What they realize is all they were doing before was taking and taking, which means you were giving and giving, and that shows them that it was an unequal connection. So they want to change that going forward, which is great. We also have here the Two of Swords. There are certain things in this connection that have truly upset this individual at this point now. They do feel upset about this situation. And they have put on this blindfold. They don't want to see anything. They don't want to hear anything. They are almost in denial. But why are they doing this? Because they actually want truce. They actually want a sort of environment where things are calm, where things are just simple and plain. Everything is just easygoing. This is something that they want. Now, with this, it does talk about how there is this desire for peace, for truce, for calmness, for an easy way forward. This is what they feel on the inside. But on the outside, they're showing you as if it does not matter. And this is also something that you can find with the illusion card that we had. How they are acting very detached, how they are acting emotionally detached, and they're hiding from the truth. Here, this person is truly just hiding. I'm seeing an ostrich in my mind's eye right now. So an ostrich is trying to hide. An ostrich buries its head under the dirt, thinking that the world can't see the ostrich, but that big body and that big booty, people can see. Everybody can see. However, the ostrich cannot see. So I am seeing that. It's like this person thinks that if I put a blanket around, then yeah, nobody's going to notice. However, when people walk by, they do see an image with a blanket around them. This is the kind of person you're dealing with here. We also have this individual now actually regretting, like a lot of regret. They feel that many things have happened. Opportunities that have gone by, that they have missed. Whatever this connection turned into, whatever crap show it turned out to be, the terrible situation that it turned into, this person feels that they are completely responsible for it. They feel that they are the ones that did it, or this is the one that did it, and there's no way out. They feel that in this connection, certain things could have happened in a certain way. Things could have been better. But what I see here is they have regret for the things that they've done and how this connection turned out. If they had been better, if they had been more giving and more of an equal give and take, this connection could have been much better than what it is. But they realize that they are the ones that did this, and they're not seeing the opportunity, the Two of Cups, right behind them. They're just in the sense of sadness and melancholy, and they're not seeing the bigger picture now. I'm seeing a greenhouse, and this person being inside that greenhouse, and they're stuck in that greenhouse. They are not exiting that greenhouse. What I'm seeing, the feeling of this individual is that the outside world is very harsh, and I just want to stay in here. So they are afraid. Remember, yeah, you had the fear card, didn't you? This person's stuttering too. They're quite nervous. Pain and hurt they are feeling. But there is that fear card, and this person is fearing from the unknown. What happens after they actually exit? How are they going to connect with the rest of the world? How are they going to connect with you? We also have here the Hermit. The Hermit here for me talks about how your person of interest is very similar to the healing card. Eventually, they are still wanting to be wiser because they realize they are not wise. They realize that certain things have happened and they don't have any control over it. But they want to know who they are, what they do, why they do the things that they do, because now they've realized not only are they going to be behaving like this with you, but if anybody in their connection or relationship starts off with this person, nothing's going to work out because this person's attitude and the personality they feel is not good. This person now is forcing themselves into isolation, into loneliness, a sense of introspection, contemplation. This person wants to have a better understanding of what they do and why they do it. And one day when they figure that out, they feel as if they will be much wiser. And that's usually the time after wisdom when they gain strength and then they come back into your life. But this is going to take some time because they are trying to change their very existence. You see, this is very difficult for this person. Their personality does not vibe well with a lot of people. And when I say that, I mean on a personal level, like personal relationships, intimate relationships. This person is not so great at that. Other relationships, sure, they may be great. But they have realized that they need to fix this, and so they're going to work towards this. We also have here the Three of Cups. Really nice, really sweet. Your person of interest is hoping for a celebration with you. They're wanting to take you out. They're wanting to be with you. They're wanting to reconcile with you and reunite. This could be just the two of you. It could be with a group of friends. In any case, it does talk about how they want an equal give and take, but they just at this point want to give to you. They just want to celebrate with you and to show you that they can also be part of a fun relationship and not just a one-sided relationship. They want that sort of celebration with you. All right. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Just going to do a quick prayer. Ooh, let go. That is a strategy card. There's something better. Romance, a spiritually based romantic connection a year from now. Look for a sign. You are ready. All right. So we have two timelines here. Not two groups necessarily, but of course, if you want to move on from this person, there's no harm in doing so. You can move on. It's not written in stone. There are many variations to the life that you have. You can choose to have a different direction, make a different decision, and the outcome will be different. And that's perfectly okay. First card's the strongest. We have here from the angels, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel are sending these messages to you. First card's the strongest. Let go. Many of you are holding on to this individual because there is this hope, there's this desire. Now you know that the first card you got here, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme was healing, right? And literally the last card you just got was Hermit, right? So this is a problem because this means for you, this is a problem, not for them. For you, it means they're going to be silent for a very long time. But for the both of you, it's a good thing because this also means that this person is going to try to change. They're going to try to be a better person. They are going to be making less mistakes, upsetting you less, right? They're going to try to be that go-getter in the relationship because they are trying to heal, learn from that hermit mode and understand the way relationships are. Understand what they have done and how bad it was. So letting go for you should not be an issue. Letting go here simply means that you take a step back and don't try to rush anything. Honestly, don't try to wait. That nothing is going to happen within just the next few weeks, maybe not even the next few months. Nothing major is going to happen. However, there will be small steps. I'm seeing somebody God forbid, but somebody in a hospital on a stretcher. It's an example. I'm seeing a scenario. I'm not actually seeing somebody there. Like, there is somebody there, but they're wearing like a blue hospital gown. And I see the IV, and I see it, that this connection is very much like an IV drip. Drip by drip by drip, drop by drop. Eventually, the connection itself will be resurrected. But it's not going to happen all at once. It will happen drop by drop, little bit at a time. And in all honesty, that is the way you get a solid connection, guys. It doesn't happen overnight, because if it does, anything can break. The foundation is not strong. Here we have an individual who is going to be in your life in the coming future. I do see that. But them changing their personality, them changing their perspective and their way of life to not just accommodate you, but to be accommodating for everybody, to be that person who is accepting, tolerant. I'm getting the word tolerant. This person's trying to do that, and that's perfectly okay. That's really great. It's very positive. But there's a lot of waiting. Just remember that. They're saying here to let go, take a step back, because there is something better than the situation that you are in. Your person of interest, the majority of you here, I'm getting the number 97, 97% of you are dealing with somebody who is a past life spiritual connection. This person is very strong in terms of their spiritual energy with you, towards you. Anything that is going to happen that is really, really solid, like I talked about that IV bag, right? IV drip. It's literally a year from now. This is a long time. And some of you might get really upset because you saw this last year. This deck only goes up to a year from now. It does not go up to 3 years from now or 5 years from now. So I just have to, I say it like I see it, right? I can't say anything else, right? It's a year from now. This is what I see. Now, until the next year, there's going to be these changes, but it has to be a gradual change, just like that IV drip. Drop by drop, things are going to change, and the connection is going to become stronger. But this can only happen after you also take a step back. You're not connecting with this person too much. You're not texting them too much. Maybe once in a while you check up on them. How you doing? You can talk, but I wouldn't recommend that you talk too much, because you don't want to give them too much attention. You want them to focus on themselves and then miss you. If you're always connecting with this person, they are not going to miss you. You give a little bit and then you push back. Not push back, but pull back, sorry. You give a little bit and you pull back. That's the way to attract this individual and have them actually miss you. And in the meantime, you focus on yourself and you let this person do what they need to do in that hermit mode, because they have a lot of work to do. Eventually, look for a sign. There will be signs and synchronicities in the coming future. A year from now, things are going to start to become a bit more solid for you. By that point, you are ready. You're going to be emotionally and spiritually ready to take on whatever it is that comes to you. We also have here, within the next few weeks or months, and in the near future, so you have two timelines here. Within the next few weeks or months, certain things are going to happen in this connection that may just be better for you. For another group that is kind of done waiting because this person's just going to take forever, there is a small group that I'm seeing, 24% of you are kind of done. You just want to move on from this person. The good news is you also have something happening here. After you let go, there's someone better that's going to come into your life. And that too is another past life spiritual connection, which is very common. A lot of the people that come into our lives are from our, they are all spiritually connected to us. Doesn't have to be specifically a past life. It could be another timeline. We have here a year from now. So even for you, some of you who want to move on, there will be somebody coming into your life in the near future, most likely in the near future, in the next few months. But a year from now, definitely there's going to be some type of spiritually based romantic connection, because it's something better than what you had gone through before. Eventually, you'll be able to see the signs and you'll know that is that person. And you will be emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready to handle this particular individual and all that comes along with this person. So there's two groups here too. Some of you may wish to stay with this person. It's going to take some time. Others of you, you're just going to take a step back, and then eventually somebody's also going to come into your life. It's I think it's a win-win, guys. It's not bad. If it's not one, it's the other. Past life spiritual connections. I do readings on past life spiritual connections. So have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com. If you wish to place an order, let me know, and I will look into your story. Not all the time is it past life. It could be a future life where you're scheduled to be together many hundred years from now. It could also be that you were not human. You were something else. You were another being. Literally, it's another being. But your soul was the same. That's why your soul recognizes this person's soul. So feel free, have a look on the website, and if you feel that you want to have more clarity as to why you feel the way that you do, I do provide a lot of clarity and guidance in that reading. It takes me a while. It's like one of the biggest readings that I do. It takes me a while, and it's not easy to do, but once I get the information, things start to fall in place, and it all kind of makes sense why you feel the way that you do about this person, what was your story. I also have another channel, Asnointia Audio, for those of you who are new. Please have a look at some of the videos I have there. One category I have, one of the playlists, it's on past life and spiritual connections. I also have one that's on relationship-related advice, and one I had uploaded a while ago that is on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? I also am going to be adding in a bonus reading for you guys. Let's have a look. This is Doreen Virtue's Archangel Therapy cards. What does Pisces need to know? Heart chakra. Wow. Wow. Heart chakra. I'm going to be adding in a bonus reading as well. This is Doreen Virtue's Archangel Therapy cards. You have two cards that are popping up here. Interesting. Wow. Heart chakra and Ascended Masters. This is amazing. This is amazing. Pisces. God and the gods know what it is that you've been going through, and they are with you. Here we have heart chakra. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing. Ascended Masters, powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers, are watching over you and guiding you. So this does mean that many of you are very spiritually in tune with the Ascended Masters. This is God or gods. Some of you might be demigods as well. But there are beings that are watching over you, who many people, many cultures consider holy. Okay? Here we also have ear chakras. Interesting. Notice messages that appear as sounds, as music and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. Now that's interesting. To your prayers. So literally, these are the Ascended Masters, and they're going to be sending you messages in your heart, in your mind, and pay attention to it. If you feel that there's something that's repeating in terms of a thought, this is for the next, for this coming year and beyond. If you hear certain things in your mind, your thoughts, in your heart, and you know it's something that could help you, something that is positive, go for it, because that means that the universe, who is governed by God and the angels and the other celestial beings, they know what's good for you, and they are trying to send you these messages. So don't doubt yourself. Listen to your intuition going forward this coming year. All right. Thank you, Pisces, for tuning in. I hope to see you guys again. Thank you for your support for the channel, and you take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.